Movie pitch for you, Matt Walsh. Follow-up to What is a Woman? Only we change woman to teacher. So, what is a teacher?
Which doesn't mean anything at all.
Act 1, exciting incident. Matt Walsh has decided to make a little bit of extra money. He's going to work as a substitute teacher. We follow him along on this journey. He goes in, he's got his leather bag.
All right, listen up, y'all. I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey. I taught school for 20 years in the inner city, so don't even think about messing with me. Y'all feel me?
And he's encountered by an alarming lack of common sense. He realizes on his first day that he has entered a world that he has underestimated. There is something wrong here.
This is a teacher announcing that it feels good wearing women's underwear, wearing panties to school, and that he's gonna come out to his students.
The students have genuine concerns, and he is able to, in his very blunt demeanor, he's able to help them navigate things that others overcomplicate. And he realizes, oh, I actually have a knack for this. So he goes into the principal's office, and he's like, all right, like, I know I'm just a substitute teacher, but... And then I just saw this dude in a wig walk down the hallway.
Or he's wearing a dress, his first ever dress. Feels very teachery. Please be kind.
Okay, inciting incident, and he's had enough. So after like day 2, he decides to go tackle who better to tackle this problem, just fix the whole thing than Matt Walsh. So he's going to go do it. All right, because if you can be a judge, you can be a substitute teacher.
If we don't see it, if we allow these things to happen in darkness, our kids are still being subjected to it.
Along the way of Act 2, we see the most eccentric of the eccentric, alternative models that are laughable on the surface, but do they have anything to offer, actually? This would be the equivalent of traveling to Africa in What is a Woman? Like an alternative hippie school in the mountains of North Carolina. There's only like 40 kids, and they have an organic garden, and there's no grades, and they just spend half the year on field trips, which you probably think is impossible, but I actually went there. That was my experience when I was 12 years old. I went to a boarding school, and that's the school I went to. And that very school recently was almost destroyed when a teacher who identified as trans claimed that this little hippie school wasn't progressive enough. And it almost brought the school down upon itself. That would be an example. Act 2. Now, let's go to the other end of the spectrum. We go to a New England boarding school, a very upscale, nice. There's one pretty close to me. Looks like Hogwarts. We're going to get a job there. We're going to start teaching there for a bit, get hired. All right, don't worry about the details, getting hired and all that. We'll figure it out. Matt Walsh is the headmaster for a month. Matt Walsh is now Dumbledore. And he's faced with all these issues that arise when you have a bunch of teenagers at a very wealthy New England prep school. Oh yeah, these kids, they spiked the punch at the prom. These kids snuck out of the dorms this night and they stole a car and went on a joyride. You are going to have to navigate these and shed your wisdom upon these young minds and help them see the error of their ways using common sense. Alternative education, homeschooling, the most nutty of the nutty, the strangest of the strange, and we get their take on it. And yes, it's humorous along the way, and we encountered characters that will be unforgettable and timeless. Act 3 is going to have to be a culmination for the hero's journey, resolution. We need to have transformation, and we're going to have to contend with the dragon. We're going to have to contend with the school board. Now we got to tackle the Ivy Leagues, have conversations on the campuses, try and get to the heart of what is going on here. I think it would be wise to meet with the team behind Peterson Academy. Look at what they're doing, how they're trying to solve the issue.
Let's discuss what we're doing with Peterson Academy.
We thought, what if we could make getting a degree 95% less expensive? Because that's a pretty funny target. It's like, we're going to undercut you by 95%.
An example of a product that is decreasing in value yet increasing in cost. It's the only product I can think of where you can just go get a loan. You don't have to qualify for the loan. They'll hand the loans out like candy, and you can never claim bankruptcy. on those loans. You're bound to them forever. It's never been more necessary to make a movie like this. There's all this. Just get rid of the noise. We don't need all the semantics, and let's simplify this down to teaching using common sense. So I that's why I have chosen you, Matt Walsh. I think we have some things in common in our personality types, and you can bring your banjo if you want. Yeah, this could be really cool.